Is Trevor Lawrence's season over after he took that brutal hit during yesterday's game against the Houston Texans? Lawrence sustained a concussion after being hit in the head by the Texans' Azeez Al-Shaair in the second quarter. Lawrence was carted off the field and replaced by backup quarterback Mac Jones. Lawrence later posted on social media that he was doing well after the game, writing, "Thank you to everyone who has reached out, been praying for me. I'm home and feeling better, means a lot. Thank you all." Al-Shaair also addressed the incident on social media, saying it was an accident, writing, "I genuinely didn't see him sliding until it was too late, and it all happens in the blink of an eye. To Trevor, I genuinely apologize to you for what ended up happening. Before the game, we spoke, and I told you how great it was to see you back out on the field and wished you well. I would never want to see any player hurt because of the hit I put on them, especially one that's deemed late or unnecessary." Well, now fans are worried Lawrence may have to sit out the rest of the Jags season. News for Jags anchor Janice Harris, you spoke with a local neurologist about how serious this hit could be to the brain and the body.
That's right, Joy. This is a replica example of a brain. It is fragile and sensitive. That's why it's so important when a brain takes a hit, whether it's short or long-term impacts, it's important to know what's happening inside the brain. That's why so many people are wondering after that hit, will Trevor Lawrence return back to the football field this season?
This hit has been called dirty, a dumb hit, and a bad play. This hit happened when Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence was hit by Azeez Al-Shaair while sliding to the ground. Now fans and sports enthusiasts wonder, how bad is Lawrence's injury?
I saw that his movement sort of became blunted.
Dr. David Mendoza, a neurologist with HCA Florida Memorial Hospital, looked at a video of Lawrence getting hit. He is not a doctor for Lawrence, but shared his thoughts.
When you look at the hit that occurred in the game, what do you see in reference to a potential concussion?
Yeah, it was a very disturbing collision that he had with the other player.
Dr. Mendoza noticed a concerning behavior after the hit.
What I saw immediately after the collision was that he lifted up his right hand in a pseudo-fencer posture. Mm-hmm. A lot of times what that indicates is the hand that kind of elevates and sort of touches the head is almost like it's touching the injury where it occurred.
Really?
So that kind of implies that probably the brunt of the injury occurred on the right side of the brain.
This is a sign that has been studied and is known as a localized sign. A similar sign happened to Miami's quarterback. He was put on injury reserve for 5 weeks. Dr. Mendoza explains what makes the brain fragile.
And it's very vulnerable. So little pushes can cause changes that are very real to the player, to the patient. Now, what I saw in the video was there were multiple angles of collision.
The Jaguars have confirmed Lawrence has a concussion. Dr. Mendoza says by definition, a concussion is a mild traumatic brain injury. The team and doctors would now have to determine if there are long or short-term effects, such as structural changes to the brain. This is Lawrence's second concussion as a Jaguars player. In 2023, he had his first concussion in the NFL. Some signs of impact would be dizziness or double vision, but the Jaguars have not discussed any signs or symptoms.
And Lawrence has thanked the public for their support and prayers. When I talked with Dr. Mendoza, he also shared with me that generally speaking, he is always concerned when it comes to athletes, specifically for all football players, because they take minor, basic hits all the time. It's just a part of the game. And so for that reason, he says long-term, it could lead to more long-term damage over the years. But so far, there's been no update specifically when it comes to Lawrence and his health and whether or not he's going to play for the rest of the season. Reporting live from the South Bank, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
We appreciate his insight. Janice, thanks.